You are currently training the exact software that is going to replace you. Every email, every spreadsheet, every tiny decision you make, quietly recorded. Your boss is already looking at the math. You've spent years perfecting your workflow, trying to be the most efficient person in the office. And honestly, that made perfect sense. Until now. But here's what changed. Your efficiency is no longer your advantage. It's a giant, glowing target on your back. You probably still think of AI as a really smart intern, something that helps you write better emails. You treat it like a search engine on steroids. And while you're asking ChatGPT to polish your performance review, the smart ones have realized something terrifying. The chatbot era? It's already over. You've entered the era of the AI agent, whether you're ready or not. And the difference between a chatbot and an agent is the difference between a dictionary and an employee. A chatbot waits for your prompt, gives you an answer, and goes back to sleep. An agent doesn't wait for you. An agent logs into your email, reads the client request, opens your company database, cross-references the inventory, drafts the response, sends it, and updates the CRM, all while you are sound asleep. So ask yourself a very uncomfortable question. If a piece of software can do the entire sequence of your daily tasks without you having to click a single button, why would your company keep paying your salary? They won't. And that brings us to a massive shift that nobody wants to admit out loud. The middle class of corporate work is about to be hollowed out entirely. But here's where it gets uncomfortable, and where most people tune out. Because the reality is worse than you think. Your boss isn't asking if they should automate your role. They're calculating when. Right now, inside companies you've heard of, this exact conversation is happening. A human takes 3 hours to compile a weekly reporting deck. An AI agent? 4 seconds. Cost? Less than your morning coffee. A human takes 3 hours to compile a weekly reporting deck, cross-reference 5 different spreadsheets, and flag the anomalies. An AI agent does it in 4 seconds, and it costs less than a cup of coffee to run the entire operation. You cannot compete with a machine that works 24 hours a day, never takes a sick day, and processes data 1,000,000 times faster than your biological brain. If your job is to move information from box A to box B, your job is already gone. The paperwork just hasn't caught up to you yet. But here's the secret that a very specific group of smart workers has figured out. They aren't panicking. They aren't updating their resumes or begging their bosses for job security. They are quietly putting a leash on the robot. Think about the structure of your company right now. There are the people who do the work and the people who manage the people doing the work. For the last 50 years, the only way to scale your income was to climb that management ladder. You had to convince someone to give you a team of 5 humans to boss around. But that entire hierarchy is being flipped completely upside down. The new elite worker is what I call the Silicon Manager. They don't manage humans. They orchestrate a massive fleet of AI agents. And to become one, you have to fundamentally change how you view your own daily tasks. Right now, you probably see your job as a checklist of things you have to physically execute. You need to stop being the doer and start being the architect of the doing. Every time you perform a repetitive task, you should be documenting the exact logic you used to solve it. What was the trigger? Where did you look for the information? How did you decide what to do with the data? You are mapping the exact decision tree that an AI agent needs to do it for you. Because here is the brutal reality of the corporate world right now. Your boss doesn't actually know how your job works on a granular level. They only know the output they expect to see from you. If you wait for your boss to bring in an enterprise AI system to automate your department, you will be the casualty of that transition. But if you are the one who builds the automated workflows, if you are the one who connects the agent to the email inbox and the database, you instantly transition from being an expendable cost center to becoming the most valuable asset in the building. You become the person holding the leash. Let me show you what this actually looks like in practice. Imagine you're a logistics coordinator and your entire morning is spent tracking delayed shipments and emailing angry clients. The old version of you works faster, drinks more coffee, and tries to clear the inbox by noon. The new version of you stops working and starts building. You use simple, no-code tools to connect an AI agent to your shipping dashboard. You give it a set of rigid rules. If a shipment is delayed by more than 2 days, draft an apology email, calculate a 10% discount, and send it directly to the client. Suddenly, a job that took you 4 hours a day takes 0 hours. What do you do with that extra time? You don't tell your boss you finished early. You use those 4 hours to automate the next process, and the next, and the next. This is the concept of leverage stacking. You are quietly building a shadow empire of automation underneath your own job title. By the time upper management realizes that AI can do your department's work, they will also realize that you are the exact person they need to keep the machines running. You aren't competing with the AI. You are the absolute master of it. The psychological shift from employee to orchestrator. But here is where it gets incredibly interesting, and where most people completely miss the mark. The real skill of the future isn't coding. It isn't knowing how to write the perfect ChatGPT prompt or understanding the underlying math of neural networks. The absolute most critical skill you can develop right now is systems thinking. Because when AI can execute any task instantly, the value of execution drops to 0. The only thing that retains value? Knowing which tasks actually need to be executed in the first place. It is the ability to look at a messy, chaotic business problem, break it down into a logical sequence of steps, and assign those steps to the right digital workers. You have to shift your psychology from being an employee to being an orchestrator. An employee asks, "What should I do next?" An orchestrator asks, "What system can I build so this never has to be done by a human again?" This requires a complete rewiring of your professional ego. You have been conditioned to derive your self-worth from how hard you work and how many long hours you put in. But in a world of AI agents, your physical sweat is worthless. Your ability to step back, design a flawless process, and deploy an agent to execute it is everything. We are staring down the barrel of the greatest wealth and leverage transfer in human history. The workforce is rapidly splitting into 2 distinct categories. On one side, you have the carbon workers. These are the people desperately clinging to their old workflows, trying to prove that their human touch is somehow magical. They will be outpaced, outpriced, and eventually replaced by software that doesn't sleep. On the other side, you have the silicon managers. These are the people who looked at the advancing wave of AI, stepped out of its way, and decided to ride it instead. They are doing the work of 10 people, earning the leverage of an entire department, and securing their future by becoming the indispensable architects of the new economy. The choice is no longer whether you want to participate in this technological revolution. The revolution is happening inside your computer right now, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. The only choice you have left is what role you are going to play. You can be the person desperately updating your resume, hoping the algorithm doesn't notice how repetitive your daily tasks actually are. Or you can be the smart millennial holding the glowing leash, directing a fleet of digital agents to build your personal empire. Stop acting like a worker waiting for instructions. Start thinking like the CEO of your own automated enterprise. If you want to stay ahead of this massive shift and keep learning how to build your leverage, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And drop a comment below. Are you building the agents, or are you waiting for them to replace you? I want to hear your thoughts.